Hello, this is Ken with Dwigans Farm, and it's May 29th. So, looking at here, this is a persimmon tree. Oh, some of the local blackbirds are kind of upset with me. This right here has been one I grafted a couple years ago. Got it from Cliff, England. Shout out to Cliff. If you need any persimmons or pawpaws needs, he is the guy. I think he does jujubes down there in Kentucky. Anyway, um, so I grafted this a couple years ago. It's a sister to Proc. Hasn't produced yet. It's called Crop. But I heard it wasn't as good as Proc, and Proc is okay. It's just not my favorite. So I went ahead, and then now I'm using this as a parking lot, as they call it, for other varieties I've gotten. And when I got those, I went ahead and made these fancy little metal tags because I am tired of losing them. And if you are going to tag over 50 trees on your property, you might as well buy that tag maker because once you lose 2 or 3 tags, you're going to be mad. But this variety here is, oh, I am not, you know what, I'll butcher this. Victor Derevianco? I think that's what it is. So this is probably a hybrid, somewhere from Ukraine. Then you got over here, Wonderland. Yeah, I can pronounce that. And Early Jewel. I wanted to have a backup of Early Jewel H118. That comes from, I think this was a Jim Claypool's variety. So I say those names because those are the guys that bred this stuff before, and so in any case, as you can see, I took 3 different varieties and grafted them. And let's see here, I want to make sure I got good quality video. This bud it's swollen, hasn't quite busted through, might have dried out. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I don't want these suckers to take the energy away. And so you knock all those down and look down here where it's, so that will force the tree just rubbing the tip off, don't mind me. So that will force the tree to put more growth into the buds that are more mature instead of producing, from what Cliff was telling me, or no, was it Jerry Lehman, they're secondary buds. So anyways, now the other neat thing is this one's busting through, this one's busting through, they're going good. I'll let them go for a little bit longer before I pull them bands. And then also, if you look like down at the bottom, rabbits can be a real big problem for me. So I use this 1/2-inch hardware cloth. And that takes care of 90% of the problems I have. And I got this little old cage here for deer, but the rest of them I've been taking them out. And yeah, put that little pole right here and that stops the bucks from rubbing on them. So there you go. Now, if I could just figure out another lazy way to take care of the rest of this orchard, it'd be great. But I wanted to show that because then you have over here Proc, which is this one's sister. Listen to that bullfrog. It's almost bullfrog season. So there we go. That's a baby persimmon. It's a female fruit, female flower. And I don't know how much this thing's gonna produce this year, but each year it keeps getting more and more, and they're delicious. And so there was the, let's see here, I'll go up here because I've been meaning to kind of document some of these flowers for future, just to kind of compare and contrast. Yeah. But all these are different varieties. This one I don't even see. This is Dollywood. Huh, this one produced last year, so maybe it'll produce flowers yet, or Maybe I'll take a year off. I believe this one to be the H. Let's see here. What is this? I'll verify. Yeah. Yeah. H120. So far, this is my favorite. And it has not produced flowers yet, so I just think that's interesting because I'm a beekeeper, or I attempt to keep bees alive. And, you know, anytime I can have the same tree and it has different cultivars that produce nectar at different times or more pollen, or I find that interesting. Ah, yes. I bet you this was... Well, this one I believe is Rosianka. Look at those. So if those are Rosianka, which I find a tag at the bottom, I believe it to be, those will hang on. You have to actually cut them off at the late season. But they're pretty good. So, just watching the swallowtail as it goes by with all the cottonwood flowers or seeds. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Until next time. Bye-bye, see you.